Here we go, chapter 2. Buckle in. It had been a week since that night with BTS. Lightning McQueen gave off a small smile, but still, he was conflicted. The night had been great, but it was so sudden, and it was with men. Delicious, well-chiseled, handsome men. Lightning McQueen, you are bisexual? Is that what we call it right here? He hadn't even known he liked men, and he had even been the bottom. He was very unsure of the whole thing, and had felt a little emasculated. Because of feeling this way, he had left early the next day, whilst the BTS boys were still asleep on the couch. The walk of shame home, the drive of shame home. Honestly, I've learned more about realizing your own sexuality than I ever did in school. They should be teaching kids with this fanfic. He was driving along a dirty dust road, lost in his own thoughts, when his built-in phone system began to ring for the 100th time this week. He rejected the call like every other time. All of BTS had called him at least 10 times each. Yo, simps! He felt bad ignoring them, but he just didn't want to talk to them right now. The phone rang again, and finally the tinkling ringtone made McQueen snap, and he clicked the answer button. Hello? McQueen answered with an aggressive tone. Hello, Mr. McQueen, a deep husky voice answered hesitantly. Lightning McQueen's heart skipped a beat for when he realized it was Bang Shi-hyuk. Oh, hello, Mr. Bang, Lightning McQueen said sheepishly, with chagrin. Oh, please, call me Bang PD, he reassured. I'm just calling to discuss the collaboration, he said. Ah, I see. What can I do for you? I was wondering if you could come in and go over some details with me. Of course, I could head over right now if that's a good time for you. Yes, that's great. Just come by my office straight away when you get here, Bang PD said, and then he swiftly hung up. Lightning McQueen sighed. He'd almost forgot that he was in South Korea for a job. He had been so distracted by BTS. As he revved up and zoomed towards Big Hit headquarters once again, he anxiously wondered if he would see the members of BTS there. He really hoped not. What's gonna happen? I'm on the edge of my seat. When he arrived, he signed into the reception and then promptly drove up the Promptly drove up the stairs? How does that work? Taking a few chunks off the wall with him, he knocked on the door. Come in, a voice yelled from the other side of the black doors. McQueen didn't have opposable thumbs, so he couldn't open the door. Fucking hate when that happens. As a result, he just drove through them, but Bang PD didn't mind. Just broke the doors. It sounds like there's no accommodation for cars in this place. Hi, Lightning. Thanks for coming on such a short notice, Bang PD said, his back to McQueen whilst he poured some scotch in 2 glasses. No problem, Bang PD. What did you want to discuss? Bang PD walked over to Lightning McQueen and handed him one of the glasses. He then walked over to his desk and leaned against it. Taking a sip of his drink, he eyed Lightning McQueen. After a few moments, he spoke. I've become aware of some, let's call it, intimacy you had with the boys, Bang PD said, smirking. Lightning McQueen's heart stopped. He knew? How could he know? He tried to speak, but stuttered his words. It's okay, you're not in trouble, McQueen, Bang PD chuckled. McQueen was confused. I just wanted to know what your intentions are. Come on, man. I want to know if this will reflect on them negatively. What are you after? They're huge dicks? Or trophies? Oh, what? Excuse me? Are you saying I slept with them because I want something? Lightning McQueen said angrily. Bang PD raised his eyebrows. Well, they're a very talented and famous group of boys. I think it would be bad if I wasn't concerned, don't you agree? Bang PD, like the caring father he is. I wasn't even the one that initiated it. I don't even know if I wanted it or not. This is unfair. I would never have done it if I knew I'd be doubted like this. Poor Lightning McQueen, he's just trying to explore his sexuality and trying to fuck BTS. We've all been there. McQueen paced around the room ranting. Hold on a second, what do you mean you don't know if you wanted it or not? Bang PD said, looking surprised. Lightning McQueen stopped pacing and looked towards Bang PD. Taking in his question, he blushed. Well, you know, they're men, and I was the bottom, and it was a little mortifying, McQueen said meekly. So you're saying you wanted to top? Well, Jesus. If a car was topping, it would kill the human, no? Well, I'm not exactly saying that. I'm just unsure. It made me feel less like a manly supercar and more like a little bitch. I mean, I've never topped before, so I wouldn't know, he said, trailing off. Bang PD was silent for a while. What the fuck is this conversation? Well, would you like to try? Bang PD asked. McQueen's eyes snapped up. Oh my good God, no, they're not about to do this. They are not about to do this. Try what? Topping. What do you mean? McQueen stuttered. Bang PD sighed and put his glass down onto his dark oak desk, some of the amber liquid spilling over the rim of the glass onto the table. I need a drink before I read this next part. Do you want to try fucking me? Bang PD said bluntly. Lightning McQueen's cheeks went red hot in 0.05 seconds. What? He exclaimed. Bang PD didn't say another word and unzipped his trousers, letting them drop to the floor. He pulled his boxers off and threw them onto the couch. He turned around and leant over the desk, offering up his ass for McQueen. McQueen's mind went into overdrive and his face flushed even redder. There was no way he could do this. This was all sorts of wrong, but would be good practice, and perhaps this way he could confirm if he really liked men or not. Perhaps it really was the alcohol after all that made him enjoy it before. This man is figuring out his sexuality. I'm not 100% certain on the methods, but I Support him in his journey. McQueen switched on the private system, and with the mechanical wiring, his dick came out of the metal plate on the under part of him. The cars have dicks? Bang PD is about to get dicked up by a car dick. Was he really about to do this? Taking a deep breath, he positioned his metal dick by Bang PD's ass and thrust it in one smooth movement. How big is his dick? Surprisingly, he went in easily, and Bang PD let out a moan. McQueen pulled out and thrust it again. Oddly, he didn't feel as turned on as he did when he was with the boys. Did this mean he wasn't into men? I mean, with all due respect to Bang PD, he is a different man than BTS. McQueen felt some relief until he remembered Namjoon's member filling up his exhaust pipe and the way the others licked and rubbed his tires. Suddenly, his tires got bigger and sparks of excitement flew to his lower regions. He had become horny. But as he thrust into Bang PD again, he realized it wasn't Bang PD he wanted. He didn't even want to top. If it was BTS, he didn't mind being fucked and taken control of. McQueen pulled out a Bang PD, causing Bang PD to turn around in confusion. Lightning McQueen bowed to the program director deeply. I'm sorry, Bang PD, but I can't do this. I don't want a hitman bang. I only want to be gang bangtan. McQueen apologized sincerely, then sped away. He only had one place to be right now. Here we go. Here we go. This is the climax, baby. He pulled up to the Bangtan dorm and knocked on the door. After a few moments, the door opened to Jungkook's surprised face. McQueen Hyung? Jungkook asked, a look of confusion on his face. Hi, Jungkook, Lightning McQueen said shyly, his face blushing a little. I thought you didn't want to talk to us. I didn't, and I'm sorry. I just had some things to work through in my head. McQueen looked down sheepishly. Did you want to work through them, Jungkook asked? Yes. I'm sorry for keeping you guys waiting, but I'm back now. He smiled. Jungkook looked relieved and smiled warmly at the metal red car. He invited him in and made some tea whilst McQueen made his way into the living room. He blushed at the memories of the couch, and his tires inflated almost immediately at the images he remembered from that night. Jungkook came back and they sat on the sofa sipping their tea. Where are all the others, Lightning McQueen asked. They're all out and about at the moment. I'm not really sure. It's our day off, so we just chill out doing different stuff. Lightning McQueen felt disappointed as he really wanted to talk to them all, but it couldn't be helped. What brings you here, Lightning? I'm sure you didn't just come here for tea, Jungkook asked, putting his tea down onto a coaster on the coffee table. Jungkook, when I left last time, it wasn't because I regretted it. It was because I felt conflicted. I had never slept with a man before. I had no idea I even liked being fucked by a man. And then suddenly I had 7 men pleasuring me. It was a little overwhelming, and I just needed to go and think for a while. But something happened today. It was then that I realized that all I ever wanted was to be by all of you guys. I only ever want to say ka-chow to BTS. Kerchoo. Lightning McQueen blurted out passionately. Jungkook's eyes were wide and his cheeks were tinged with red. Lightning McQueen went quiet and waited for Jungkook to reply, looking away. Hyung, I am so glad you told me that. It makes me so happy, Jungkook said. McQueen looked up to see the maknae smiling fondly. They looked into each other's eyes and Jungkook's smile fell into a look of lust. He leaned forward towards McQueen and placed his hand on his tire. Is there kissing? Can we have some kissing? Is there marriage? Wow, you're so hard already. You really want to be, don't you? Jungkook said in a raspy voice. Lightning McQueen went quiet and blushed hard. Jungkook smirked. With one sudden movement, he pulled McQueen into his arms and carried him into the bedroom. What kind of strength? When they got to the bedroom, Jungkook threw him down onto the bed. That bed is broken, bro. On his back and climbed over him. Lightning McQueen felt flustered with Jungkook towering over him, lust practically dripping from him. The golden maknae leaned back and stripped off his shirt, revealing his chiseled abs. Then he stripped off his trousers and boxers until he was completely naked. Lightning McQueen eyed the Jungkook that swung around like a sword, ready to destroy. How is everyone's dicks like this? Jungkook caressed McQueen's tires lovingly, staring into the car's eyes. Are they in love? Suddenly, McQueen couldn't take the gentle teasing anymore. Jungkook, fuck me! He yelled greedy for the Jungkook. The younger boy smirked at the reaction and kissed Lightning McQueen's metalwork. Then, without warning, he thrust it into his exhaust pipe. Ah! McQueen moaned. You like that, I can't. What am I doing? What am I doing here? What am I doing? What am I doing right now? What is this? What is my life? You like that, don't you? Jungkook said, whispering into McQueen's ear. Yes, please! Lightning McQueen trailed off, lost in the pleasure as Jungkook began to thrust at a steady rhythm. He felt like he was melting into a puddle and nothing else. Yes. I love you inside me, McQueen gasped. Jungkook pulled out and slammed back in over and over again, getting faster and faster. McQueen moaned louder and louder, the sound reverberating against the walls. The bed squeaked with every thrust and Jungkook began to grunt as he soon came closer and closer. McQueen was so turned on that he was already so close to the edge. He needed to stop Jungkook before he came too quickly. Jungkook, I'm gonna if you keep McQueen begged. Jungkook grunted with pleasure with no sign of stopping. Lightning, you said before that you only ever wanted to say ka-chow to us. Did you mean it? What the fuck? Yes, I meant it, McQueen said, barely able to speak. Jungkook grunted louder, and McQueen sensed that he was very close to coming as well. Sweat ran down Jungkook's neck and dripped onto McQueen's metalwork. Then say it, Jungkook demanded. What? Say it to me! Say it to me! He grunted, thrusting even harder and faster. Lightning McQueen suddenly felt shy and blushed even harder, but that was soon lost in the pleasure, and he was about to come any second. Lightning McQueen yelled in a guttural gasp as he spurted oil everywhere. Jungkook thrusted as fast as he could and grunted loudly as he filled Lightning McQueen with his load. Jungkook collapsed next to McQueen on the bed. Both Car and Maknae lay in silence, with only the sound of their heavy breathing filling the air. Lightning McQueen couldn't wait for the others to come home so they could continue with round 2. I have a lot of questions. So many. Too many. I might write an essay about this. I'm not kidding. A thesis statement, honestly. There's so much to explore about this Cars/human universe. I'm so interested on maybe I will write a sequel. I want to focus more on the lore of this world than the sexual part. Are there different countries and cities and states, provinces, continents for cars and humans? Is there a human president and a car prime minister? Do cars have no gender? Are there people who are only attracted to cars and not humans, and vice versa as a car and as a human? I have so many questions. None of them were answered, but we got to see Lightning McQueen get dicked down by BTS and bonus Bang PD. So honest to God, you clicked on this video. If you're still here, that's on you. I take none of the blame. This was your own decision. Listen, that was probably that was the most fucked up fanfic we've ever read, but I don't think it's the worst we can do. If you guys have any weirder ones for me, please send them to me, because this is highly entertaining stuff. Anyway, love you guys so much. Go follow me on Twitch. Go grab some merch. Be nice to one another and go vegan. Have a lovely day, and Kerchoo!
Fucked up, loser, got a lot of dreams though. Scream so loud, never could be seen though. Get so lost, like my name is Nemo. When I dream, it can never be complete. Make these motherfuckers